So if you're watching this video, I'm guessing that you have issues with your confidence. You feel like you're not quite up there. Your self-esteem is about this big. How do you boost your confidence, boost your self-esteem, and get you all the way from here to here? I've got 6 ways to do that. Keep watching.
Target acquired.
So welcome back. My name is Jessica. I'm a broadcaster, fitness enthusiast, biker girl, and a voice actor as well. Thank you so much for watching my channel. So today we're going to go into how to boost your confidence with these 6 things. If you're ready, let's go for it. Point number 1, work on your nonverbal cues, okay? Work on your nonverbal cues. Now, it's so interesting when you think about what your body language says or what you're communicating when you do not open your mouth. To be honest, you're saying a million and one things. And I've seen this happen so many times when people come to my office looking for a job or, coming for, to perhaps to give me a presentation on some product they would like us to probably look at and sponsor or put on our airwaves. And sometimes just the way they walk into the room, the way they shake my hand, the way they smile at me, look into my eye when they're speaking to me, tells me a whole lot even before they open their mouths. So this is what I'm saying. Work on your nonverbal cues, right? If you walk into someone's office, make sure you're constantly keeping eye contact like I'm doing right now, looking in your eyes as I speak to you. It's very important, okay? It tells people that I'm paying attention, my mind isn't wandering, I'm listening to what you're saying in order to give a sensible response. So you want to keep that going. Also, another thing you'd like to check out is, apart from everything else, I've met several people who've walked into my office who have, tried to just, as soon as they walked in, from the moment they shook my hand, I knew that, oh my God, this conversation is going to drag. Why? Because it was such a feeble handshake. I don't know why people do that, but if you're going to, when you meet people for the first time, one of the first things you want to do is to grab their hands really firmly. I'm not saying squeeze it to the point where they go like, ah! No. I'm saying grab their hands, very firmly. Make sure this part of your hand locks in with theirs like that and give a firm handshake. This tells me that this person is confident, they know what they're about, and that kind of thing. So that's another trick. And also, still working on your nonverbal cues, another thing you can do is just work on your appearance, all right? You don't want to walk into a room as if, oh, who's here? Who's looking at me? Oh, I'm so scared. No. When you walk into a room, I expect you to command attention. It could be with the way you look, the way you smell, the way you strut, the confidence in your step, and that's what you want to put out there. So even before you open your mouth, once you walk into the room of this person you're about to meet, they should be in awe of your presence. And it's something you can even practice in front of a mirror. Look into a mirror and say, I can do this. Hello, my name is Jessica. Nice to meet you. Hello, my name is Jessica. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you can make time. These are things that you can do to sort of give your confidence, your self-confidence and your aura a boost that will make people sit up and listen. Point number 2. Ever notice how your confidence just shrinks when you're clueless about things? Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Increase your competence. Now, when you're really knowledgeable, usually in a subject, it shines through in the way you even deliver it, the way you're passionate about it, and it makes everybody pay attention because you're not just like, whitewashing a wall. You're actually putting some proper paint on there. And it comes through in everything you do. And so you want to increase your competence by reading. You want to increase your competence by researching on the subject. If you're going in for an interview, make sure you know everything you need to know about this potential employer. Once you walk in, you know that you know their product. And if they just by any chance ask you something about the product or service that they offer, you can deliver it. I mean, you can deliver it like a you can deliver it like a you can deliver it like a professional. Yes. Alrighty, so now that you figured it out, make sure you increase your competence. It's very important. Read wide, read broadly, read everything. You'd be surprised where you'll pick a little knowledge from. All right, it's very important. Once you're very knowledgeable in a subject, it usually boosts your confidence whenever you have to talk about it. Point number 3, make sure you are prepared. Be prepared, because you never know when the opportunity will fall in your lap. And I've seen back at my radio station, for instance, where lots of people have just been randomly, like you were an ordinary floor member just the day before, and today you've been given opportunity to be on one of the major shows on radio or TV, and opportunities just fall on your lap like that. And so you want to be prepared for every situation. You want to be prepared. In fact, dress for the part that you want to play in the future now. It's very important. I mean, if you want to be a superstar, start dressing like one. If you want to be a corporate woman or a corporate man, dress like one. Don't take your suits and ties and your shirts and ties and bow ties for granted. You actually need to make sure you look the part. All right, so increase your competence in several subjects, read wide, and you should be good to go. Point number 4, kill negative thoughts. Yo, kill it. Now, we've all been there before where you're just about to step on stage. Maybe you're an event MC, you're about to step on stage, or you're in class and you've been called to come forward and demonstrate something to the class, and your knees suddenly feel weak, your heart rate starts to go up, and suddenly everything that you ever knew just disappears. Yes, it happens to most of us. And in fact, it happens to all of us. We've all been down there before. I've been on several stages where my heart was literally in my throat. And sometimes the thoughts are just downright ridiculous. Like, what if I trip as soon as I walk on stage? What if I'm not able to say anything sensible? What if my crush is watching? Oh dear, crush. Yeah. What if your crush is watching? So what if they're watching? That's why you need to be prepared. That's why you need to increase your competence. And so when that moment approaches, you're killing it. You know what I mean? You're killing it. And that's how you're supposed to do it. So get rid of all those negative thoughts. They will pop up. Not to say that they won't, but you have to find a really healthy way of suppressing those thoughts and instead telling yourself that I can do this. I'm amazing. I've prepared for this all my life, and this is my chance, and I'm not going to blow it. That's how you do it. Okay? So go out there and damn crush it. Yeah, sucker. Crush it. Another confidence boosting thing is to celebrate the small stuff. And sometimes you have your mind on this big picture that you're trying to paint, such that if you're able to draw just the nose of the picture or one little corner of the picture, you don't feel like you've gotten there. But trust me, celebrating the small stuff actually makes you realize that these little victories start to blow up and start to add to the bigger picture, and hence tells you that you are on course, you're on your way. All right. And so if you really, really want to boost your confidence, learn, dear friend, learn to celebrate the small stuff. Okay, if you're writing an exam, if you're about to write an exam or you're about to go into a job interview, celebrate the small stuff. If you're trying to lose weight, for instance, it's okay if you lose 1 kilo this week, or even half a kilo this week, or 2 pounds this week. Yes, you're trying to lose 50, but 2 pounds is still a great job, and you need to learn to acknowledge that these small victories add up to make big ones. All right, so learn to celebrate the small stuff, and your confidence will all of a sudden start to get boosted because right? You know that I've been able to take step number 1, and therefore it shouldn't be so hard for me to get to step number 2, and therefore it shouldn't be so hard for me to get to step number 3, etc., etc., etc. All right, so look at it this way. If you're starting from 1 and you're going to just jump to 10, then we wouldn't be having this conversation because it's going to be really hard for you to do that. But if you're celebrating the small steps, one step after the other, one victory after the other, eventually you get there. Catch my drift? Catch my drift. Finally, learn to diagnose the real problem so you can attack it. Are you lacking confidence, for instance, because you're overweight? Are you lacking confidence because you're underweight? Are you lacking confidence because you're too tall and so wherever you go, people are just looking at you? Are you lacking confidence because you're too short? Listen, the variety that we all bring to the table is what makes us human, right? And so look at ways that you can leverage on some of the things that aren't even so great about you to sort of make a case why people need to pay attention. If you feel like you're overweight, lose weight. It's completely possible. In fact, I have a video right here, that can actually show you how to lose weight without even exercising. All right, there's so much information out there. So if you feel like you're overweight, lose weight. If you feel like you're underweight, there's so many things that you can do to begin to put on weight, like going to the gym. Yes, you heard me right, going to the gym. Even for you, skinny Belinky, even for you. And so it's really important that you diagnose the problem that is making you lack confidence and begin to work on that problem from the bottom up. Okay, but there's always a reason why a lot of people lack confidence, and it's either of these things that I just mentioned. So go out there and get work done because you were born to shine. My name is Jessica. Thanks for watching. Until next time.